waiting for Drummond to open up the lane to get back to Jakob Poeltl. The left side of the glass is wide open. He puts on that burst and did a great job of keeping Thibault out of the play.
Sunday, it's now 11 a.m. as the Spurs play Brooklyn. Murray, dazzling move.
Impressive. Most impressive.
His average is 9 points a contest. Murray bangs home another triple.
Now that's how you supposed to shoot. From now on, that's how you shoot.
Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We're talking about San Antonio Spurs, y'all. We just lost to the Sixers. Not a fun thing to lose to a team by that much, but we were shorthanded. We were on the road. So I'm just trying to see the glass half full versus half empty. For one, my boy Lonnie Walker's back. You know, he looked solid for someone that's been out for a minute. And DeJounte Murray is hooping, okay? And he is hooping. And it's not just that he's hooping. It's the way he's hooping and the way he has improved. So I made this video 3 ways he has improved his offense, okay? But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that bell for more videos. Okay, just to start off this video, man, DeJounte Murray has come a very long way since he's come into the league for the San Antonio Spurs. You know, he was primarily a defensive player. He was getting minutes here and there. You know, we still were in that kind of contending realm with the big three or remnants of the big three, Kawhi taking over or whatnot. So he was primarily a defensive player, man. And I still remember when he got, you know, a lot of run. I think it was against the Rockets when Patrick Beverley was kind of bullying him in the playoffs. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I do. So he's grown a lot. His offensive game has grown a lot. And it's grown, you know, throughout the years. He always gets better. If you look at his stats, he always gets better. Year to year, he gets better. Now, obviously, he did have to take a year off because he did hurt his knee. But outside of that, every year he gets better when he plays. But the jump between last year and this year has been significant. You know, he came into his own last year playing, you know, beside DeRozan dominating the basketball, DeRozan being, you know, one of the main facilitators on the team. He grew into that Robin for the Spurs last season. And he primarily did this because he improved his jump shot. His jump shot usually at the top of the key, around the free throw line, off a screen, off a crossover, straight away, you know, up in that mid-range area. He has been making, you know, last year, he made that shot consistently. Now, teams were giving him that shot. You know, they were daring him to shoot it, and he was knocking them down. And that was why he was able to have a breakout season for him. The 15 points per game, the 7 rebounds, the 5 assists, you know, the first person ever averaged those numbers all together. So it was a significant run for him. So with DeRozan leaving the San Antonio Spurs, that made us wonder, hey, what is next for Murray? Can he improve? You know, what is he going to do? And honestly, you guys know I'm a Murray guy. You know I'm a Murray fan. I had him, you know, averaging closer to 16, 7 and 7 this season, and he's exceeded that already. You know, he's been maintaining for the most part 18, 19 points per game, 8 or 9 rebounds, 8 or 9 assists, which is fantastic and has actually, you know, sparked some, you know, enthusiasm and slight possibility that he may be an all-star. Maybe the coaches will vote this guy in and maybe he can sneak in because he is having a stellar year, almost averaging a triple-double on the San Antonio Spurs in that system that, you know, is a pass-first system. So it is very impressive. So when we look at his game this year, what exactly is he doing differently from last year? One of the things he has done to help his game improve from last season is that he's not relying as heavily on the mid-range jumper as he did last year. If his jumper was off last season, then his offense suffered. This season, he's making more drives to the basket. He's developed this, not even going all the way to the cup, but he's developed this floater with this soft touch that is money. Now, Tony Parker is the master of the floater. Every time he did it, it looked like it was nothing but net most of the time. Murray doesn't have quite that skill level with it, but he has a soft enough touch where it hits every part of the rim and it goes in. And at first I started to think, maybe those are lucky shots because he seems to get the roll. But the more games I watch, the more consistently he does the move, I realize that's by design, man. He has that soft touch to increase the chances of the ball going into the basket. He's not going to nail it every time with, a nothing but net swish, but he has that touch where he knows it's going to roll around that and he's going to go in. And I know that's the case because when he's off, when his floater is off, man, it goes in and out. It rolls out the rim, okay? So that aspect of his game has really helped him because, we live in a world where the league is so fixated on the 3-point shot or the long two. So no one really comes out to guard that little floater all the time. You're guarding for people to go to the cup, to the basket, and he's added that to his game consistently, and that's really helped him improve. Another aspect of his game that has improved, that has caused his offense to take a leap, is his ability to finish around the basket. Okay, he's not a power dunker. He's not going to dunk over anybody. He's not even going to do a whole lot of up and unders or flip shots like Tony Parker or any acrobatics around the rim. That just isn't his game. But one aspect, one tiny tweak he made to his game that's really helping him is the high layup, high off the glass. If you notice, he finishes around the basket, and if you looked at the intro of this video, I had a clip of that on there. He finishes off the glass way above the square. It's not even fundamental, okay? And he puts it high up there so the big men can't reach it. He puts it high up there so it's not blocked. He puts it high up there because it's a higher probability of it going in. He does that a lot. Rarely do you see him make a typical off the square, center layup. It's always high off the glass. And he's not going straight through the defense. He's floating away from the defense. His arm is going away from the defense, and he has that soft touch again to kiss it off the glass. And he's been doing that all season long. It's definitely a very minute detail that has really helped his finishes not get blocked as often as they have in the past. So I know he's been watching tape to get those little nuggets that helps his game. Also, another aspect of his game that's helping him, just to throw this little nugget to add to this second point, is the fact that he has improved his passing. So people, when he drives to the basket, are looking for him to pass most of the time, and that gives him that small window to get that kiss off the glass off, and it's really been brilliant to his game. Okay, the last aspect of his offense that has improved dramatically is his shooting, and particularly, his 3-point shooting. But before I get to that, he's been notorious this season for pulling a fadeaway in the middle of the paint. He dribbles, hard dribble in the middle of the paint. He backs down his opponent slightly, and he falls back and he hits the mid-range jumper. He's done this to the short dude on the Celtics like 2 times this season alone, in the clutch, because he's just too small. Dennis Schroeder, he's done that to him several times. So those little aspects are a bit different from hitting, an open, mid-range jumper. He's added a couple aspects to his shot to make it go in, especially his 3-point shot. Like I said before, he has been capable of hitting the 3 when open. Like before, he couldn't make it. He couldn't hit the side of a barn. But then he gradually got better, and he can hit the 3 when he was wide open. And then teams started guarding him. He started missing again. Now, if you notice lately, the last 4 or 5 games that he's actually played in, he's been able to hit that 3 off the dribble. off the dribble, and that's so important in today's league, especially for a point guard. The fact that you can pull up straight away and be a threat, and all that's going to do is open up other aspects of his game, the real aspects of his game. He wants to get to the mid-range. He wants to get to that, that fadeaway, that mid-range jumper, or that floater, or take it all the way to the basket high off the glass. He wants to get to his bread and butter. Making more threes like he did tonight against the 76ers, 3 for 6, 50% from three, and he was hitting them from all angles, from the left, from the right, straight away, behind the 3-point line, and I'm not saying he has to shoot 50% every night, but if you can make the defense and keep the defense honest and get them thinking, hey, this dude may pull up, he has the capability of pulling up, that's just going to open up more aspects of his game. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Ran a little long today. I wanted to take my time, voice my thoughts, voice my feelings about Dejounte Murray and how his game has improved. Kudos to this young guy for getting better every game, getting better every year. And, it's, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is with the stats and the statistics. He's doing his thing, y'all, man. Let me know in the comment section if you've noticed the improvement, specifically to his offense. His defense is going to be there. The steals, the man-to-man defense, the long arms, that's going to be there. But what have you seen about his offense that has been getting you excited? What are some things about his offense that's not getting you excited? For one, I know his turnovers are rising a little bit, so I might do a video on that later. But thanks for kicking it with me, guys. I will catch you in the comments. Peace.